Do you know everything else that happened?
I don't know everything, Jesse. I just know about the trailer. Because the last 2 days, he's been very upset.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk to him, but he's furious. But that's not it. Can I even go into it, or are you about to shove it back down my throat? Can I even tell you what's going on in my life? Or are you going to be like, yeah, I don't want to hear about that shit?
You can tell me. You can tell me.
Seriously?
Seriously.
So, he made me get a job for a bit. I worked at a number of different places trying to find the right one. I couldn't find one at a time, and he forced me to work for Uncle Chris and at the farm, and I worked there for a few weeks, and I decided that it wasn't for me. And then I quit, and he got even more pissed off, and he destroyed. Remember the room in the Morton building that I had?
Yeah.
We used to play games out there.
Yeah.
He demolished it. He destroyed it while me and Corn were even inside. And that wasn't the end there. I finally had enough courage. I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going. And I ran away. And that's when I was living in Uncle Larry's trailer. And then he came and he destroyed all that. I lived there for a couple weeks, maybe.
And what did you expect? Really? Your father's never, ever been able to control his anger. In the last couple of years, it's just gotten worse and worse.
That's what you say to me.
Well, Jesse...
That's what you say to me, Mom? I finally open up and I tell you all that shit and you say, what did you expect? I expect a fucking normal dad. I expect a dad that's gonna care and want me to be happy, not one that destroys my shit or fucking messes up a camper that is owned by his brother-in-law. I don't... That's what you had to say?
Well, what do you want me to say, Jess? I mean, this is how he is. This is how he reacts to everything. If he has to have total...
He has never, ever, for as long as I've known him, been that bad.
He's got.
You know what it was? Yeah, and you know why? It's because you left. It was because of you that he's been taking all his fucking frustrations out on me. What do you have to say to that?
I know, Jess.
Do you? Do you know what you caused by leaving?
And I know how you feel.
You don't know shit.
Yes, I do.
I never talked to you about this. We haven't actually had an actual conversation in months, Ma. What are you doing? What are you getting? What is that? What is
you
this?
told me.
What is this?
Go ahead, read it.
I don't know what this is. What is this?
You told me. You left that. You left that here for me. Now, I don't know if you thought I would really find it, but I found it.
Did you read it?
Yes, I read it, but I want to hear you read it to me.
Why do you read it?
Why didn't you tell me all this? You read this to me.
Would I
That's how.
I know what I said. I know what's in there.
Do you?
And you read it. Why do I need
you?
to read it? I do know. Why do I need to read it?
Because I need to hear it come from your mouth.
Why?
Because I need it.
Why?
Because I want to hear it.
Why? I don't want to read this, Mom.
Just
I wrote
do
it.
it.
I know what it fucking says.
Just do it. I found it in the ceiling, Jesse. In the ceiling. Why wouldn't you tell me any of that? Why did you just walk out here instead of being an adult and talk to me? I want you to read that to me. Go ahead. Here.
I wrote this months ago. I don't even...
Out loud. No, read it.
I can't even read my own handwriting.
Just imagine how I felt when I found that. I want you to read that to me.
Dear Ma, I don't think you'll ever find this letter, but if you do, ... etc. Yada yada
No,
yada.
go on. Go on.
Just know I'll be okay. That's what
No. I want you to read it.
It's been really hard for me to just sit back and see you and Dad fight all the time. It really upset me. I wish I could have made everything better. I tried. And maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe it was my fault. Maybe if I was a better son, you guys would have been okay. I wish some things never happened. I wish this never happened. I just want everyone to be happy and get along and do what they want. Sorry if I'm kind of just rambling. I just really don't like growing up. I'm scared. I don't want to upset anyone, but I also just want to do what I love. I just wish I could count on you like the good old days. Have fun and play games together when things weren't so serious. But things changed, so I learned, and some not for the better, and sometimes that's okay because you just have to smile anyway and pretend that it doesn't affect you. I guess that's what you did. I don't want you to pretend anymore, Mom. I'm grown up now. We don't need each other. I don't need you. It's clear you don't want anything to do with me. Maybe it's because I remind you of Dad. You never had to say it. I feel it. I love you, Mom. I need you to know that. I'm just hurt, but if there's one thing I can prove to you, it's that I am a man and I am not him. Love, Jesse. P.S. Home hasn't been the same without you. I had said it months ago. It's not how I feel now. It's very different. Although I am grown up. I'm a lot more grown up than when I wrote that shit. I know that. It was different times. Ma. What are you doing? It was very different. I don't know why you had me read that shit.
Well, because to me, a lot of what you said is true. And I'm not going to be apologetic for leaving because I had to leave. But I did see your father and you.
You can't say that.
Jess?
You can't say that, Mom.
I saw it in you and I saw some in your brother. Jesse, Thanksgiving.
What about it?
The anger you had, you flipped the table.
He said I wasn't part of the family.
I know, but your reaction reminded me of something that he would do.
He threw a turkey at me.
But you still reacted with anger and you flipped the table.
He said I wasn't part of the family.
Christmas. You burnt the Christmas tree.
I didn't get what I wanted.
I always gave you what you wanted.
I didn't know at that time.
You and your brother what you wanted. All the time. And then, what about Halloween? You got into that big fight. And you smashed your dad's trophies.
It's because he smashed my award. So he got what was coming to him.
That's what I'm talking about. Reactions. Your reaction is anger, and you destroyed stuff. And I see the same thing. I had to leave. I had to get out. For me.
It never was that bad, though. You could have stuck it out. I've stuck it out.
I stuck it out. The last straw was when you hit your brother. And your father broke your windshield.
It was...
That told me.
He pushed me to that. Jeffrey did. I didn't know what to do.
Don't you see,
he
Jessica,
pranked me.
There's not a good reaction. That's not. You can't do that. You have.
And what's a good reaction then, Ma? Leaving your family? That's the right thing to do?
I had to do that. I had to for me, okay? And I've told you that time and time again. I've had to do it. And you need to get out of there. You need to save yourself. You need to protect yourself. You need to get out of there.
I'm moving out. Jeffrey just moved out. I'm moving out in a week, and I'm gonna have an apartment, and I'll be gone.
Well, that's it. That's awesome. That is awesome. That's what I want for you. You're 23. You got to get out of that house.
And I've tried. I've tried. That's why I had this place.
Oh, please.
I'm over it now.
Are you over it?
Yeah.
Can you see from my point of view at all?
I do, but I need to be free too.
I love you, Jess. Just get out of there. Please promise me.
I'll be on a week.
Okay.
It's gonna be fine.
All right.
I've been trying. That's why I ran away. I've been trying. He just keeps doing more shit.
You just have to get out as fast as you can.
I will.
You'll always be my baby.
I know, and I'm not him. I'm not Dad.
I hope you're not him.
You know I'm not.
I don't want you to be him. You're not him.
No. I've just, I've had to fight fire with fire.
Okay.
I've learned a lot since you've been home.
And you do know that fighting fire with fire does not work.
I've come to learn that, but I've also learned that I can't hide from my problems either. I can tuck them away and be a man and keep going, but there also has to be a time where I put my foot down and stop. It's just the hardest thing I'll ever have to do is knowing which one to choose.
That's all a part of growing up, Jess.
I hate it. I really do. I just want to sit in my room and play games.
But you have to grow up.